everybody. Welcome to another ride along with Goggles. And well, we're at a special place here. So we're in King Ranch in Texas, outside of Kingsville, I guess it is. And this is new ReconLobster thing. We're going to take a real good look at it here. And we've got this new skin. And yes, I spelled independent on the side wrong. But it's, I think Eric came up with the logo, independent owner operators. Says drive free, haul together. And so I did a little skin to go along with it. And that's supposed to be DENT, and I got to fix that. And got that owner operator in what's that? Owner operator independent drivers association sticker down there on the filler panel, cab panel, and we got Sylvester the cat on there. So he's kind of independent. And paint job's kind of a work in progress. I'd like to do some detail work on the pinstriping, and I'm going to stop the side stripes there before it goes across the end of the spoiler there. Don't really like that. And yeah, so anyway, let's get on with this Recon's Ranch here. And we also got other thing here is ZeeMod's 3406B in this truck. We're going to give that thing a critique, and I do mean a critique. But let's look at the map here first. This is where we are. There's the home garage. You can see I got myself all set up there. You spawn in. It's really nice little property, actually. Nice little bungalow, and like a pole barn sort of shelter thing where your truck spawns into, and you peel around, head out the door. Trailer spawns over here, and I'm going to see about picking up a job over here where this flag is, where the machinery part of things are, because where we are is cattle and grain. And I'm going to see if I can get a load of tires and get on out of here in a fairly short trip. Not going to take a very long one because, well, you'll see why when we get going. But anyway, let's have a little look around the ranch here. What we should do is go get the trailer, and we'll have a peek around where we're on our way to get it. And it's back there someplace. So what we could do, we got bins here. So the road in is back there. Comes around, we'll go out that way. So you're going to see a whole pile of cattle out there. The grain is probably loaded maybe under, oh, maybe right there. And I think we're going to drive over the unloading point. So I checked this out briefly. And I just drove right around this little part of the yard right here. But look at the cool grates in the bottom of this. This could be where the grain gets dropped off right here on these grains. We're gonna find out, because we're gonna do one of each load out of here this week. But that's pretty cool. I can't get my head all the way around there. Shoot. But there's the sign in the background where our trailer's parked way back there. So, oh, what have we got back here? What's this icon tell you? Wonder what's available here. Oh, we'll find out what's going on. Is this where we get the tires? Oh, that's hay and barriers and all kinds of stuff. Kingsville to Laredo. Hay to San Antonio. 21,000 pounds. That kind of makes sense for what we got going on. I was looking at yeah, that's probably not bad. Take that one. Expires lots of time. Yeah, let's go get our trailer and come back here. We'll just look around. Trailer's down that way over there. Well, we could go down here and drive up there. This looks like hay and cattle. So I wonder, yeah, that's probably the cattle trigger right there. So we're going to do some talking about this engine. I kind of like it, except for the torque is completely off the charts bad. It's terrible. You cannot, this would not be usable in service, this truck. You could not drive this truck and try and either make a living at it or stay sane. It is so bad. And other engines of his have been really bad. The ZeeMod, if you're listening, what in the actual heck is going on? You get in the cab of a truck with these guys and you drive with them and you never ask him or watch what he's doing or anything. To drive this thing around empty, you have to give it some throttle empty to drive away. Like, I ask you. And now we got a trailer on it. It's like, it's I don't know. It's just verging on insanity. So I don't encourage anybody to buy this if you want a real truck driving experience. It sounds cool. This, look at how careful we have to be, and I'm giving it throttle as I'm letting out the clutch. Absolute no-no. Driving, you know, anything from like, I don't know what a 3116 KaD is like. They're kind of small. But I've driven what are they called? C6, 8.3 liter Cummins with a 9-speed Eaton Fuller. You drive that just like you drive anything there on up. You let the clutch out. When the clutch is fully released, you give it some throttle. Not before. You're going to have if you have anything in your hand, it's going to be all over the cab because you're going to be doing the funky chicken all over as the truck's bucking and bronking and drive lines slapping and snapping. It's just, you cannot feed these things any throttle. Let the clutch out, even with a load. Put it in whatever low enough gear you got to go to get away without touching the throttle. ZeeMod, come on. This is a third engine now. I know where you done this. So, like, my recommendation would be everybody get up in arms about it and tell the guy, smarten up. Or don't buy it. Like, you know, it's got all these cool sound features. I got some buttons programmed for some of them here. The seatbelt. I don't really hear the seatbelt. When I go in here, let's see. Yeah, it worked in the other day. We could hear it. The engine fan, you have to have the engine on. We don't have a reefer on. We have the CB radio, but that doesn't seem to do anything. Maybe that's down the road. Let's try the fan now. You can hear a click. I don't know which way is on or I just listen for it. Okay, it must be off now. And that's got to be on. Okay, let's see if we hear it at any point. There's our job right there in the middle. Well, see how this thing backs up. Yeah, I'm feeding it throttle at the same time I'm letting the clutch out. Just unforgivable. Like, you're asking money for something, get it right. Like, if it was free and you could mess with it, you can't even mess with this thing to change it. There's no more, the open def is just for adding trucks, that's it. It's nothing you can do to it anymore. You can't do anything to fix the torque curve. You can't put more powerful versions if you want. Make it drive more like a real truck. Unreal. So pretty butthurt over it, I'll tell you. So much promise. Anyway, there I am whining again. I gotta quit that. So anyway, there we got a nice little load. Fits this 48-foot trailer. Oh, it could add a 45. I just didn't want to go with the big trailer because it'd be pointless. We got to see if we can get this thing going. That would have cost you a clutch right there. I should ride out here so we can look around. So this is a beta version of the map. This version isn't out yet. When it comes out, it's going to be version 11. I'll try and take in some of the sights here. Oh boy, it'd be cool to drive down there. Maybe the next time we come in and get a load of cattle out of here or something. Oh, we can't drive down that one. So I got the new G5 version of the wind and road noise and the tire effect and weather or whatever. Got those all in here. Notice how the sound changes a lot when I move my head around. There's another row you could drive down. Interesting, Jake. And he's got another interesting foible. Look at the cab suspension moving, eh? That's pretty cool. Good old FLX. It's got some cab shake too there. You can see between the cab and the hood. Pretty neat. If we're sitting here, you can see the hood bouncing around. So the homestead's that away, the house. But you're gonna hear something else a little weird when we get on the throttle. Thing takes a really weird gasp. I don't know if it's the turbo relief, pressure relief, or what it's doing. But you gotta kind of breathe the throttle off a little bit before you drop it entirely to do a shift. Or you get this really weird gasp. I'll show you here. So we're going to drive it normal here, the way you normally drive, and then we'll hear it. There's a starting there once we start getting going a little quicker. It's not too bad just yet, but listen. Ooh, that's weird, eh? That drive you nuts after a while. So if you just, this is a split, but if you just start to let the throttle off a little wee bit and then drop it for the shift. Here's a stick move, so let's try that same thing here. It makes it a lot less. Here, we'll do a shift here again, a couple. You got one more stick movement and a couple splits here. Get that great big gulp of weird. Now we're going almost there. We're hitting 65. We got 21,000 pounds on it. No way that's 500 horsepower. Trying to get to 75. I'll let the throttle off easy here. Come on. Oh, I put it in the wrong range. God darn it. That was me not thinking. If you don't rev it too high, it doesn't do it quite as bad, but it's still kind of annoying. If you, I guess to drive it for a while, probably find out a way to curtail that a bit by that gradual drop of the throttle. Oh, some downhill. That's what we need. Yeah, you might have to redo this one. I don't know. I would say save your money. I guess it's not too bad if you're just driving an automatic and you just step on the throttle and it goes and shifts by itself. But if you're driving a standard, like a stick here, it's a big gulp of, I don't know if it's pressure relief or what it's doing there. Needs to be toned down. Even if the real one sounded like that, I'd call that questionable plumbing. Never heard anything like it. There's a lot of potential here with this new G5 sound thing and these options and stuff, and there's going to be more of them. Be a bummer driving this thing uphill, trying to shift it so slow. He's turning. Oh yeah, there's that new squeak of the brakes just as you stop. How hard that was to get going. Clutch dust all over the place and debris, and I guess I should look for a video of a guy letting throttle on with some clutch, and put a little clip on show you what happens. You've never seen it. It's violent. I really hope we don't get pulled in here. Oh, we did. 21,000. I don't know, 55,000 pounds? 51,726. Yeah, we're pretty light. So that's letting the throttle off a little early. It's way wilder if we just dump the throttle. Do one of those right here. It's loud. I hope this is like considered a beta. And he does something about this torque curve. Like I can handle the lack of overall power. If it just drove off the line correctly, then it wouldn't be so bad. It's not so bad driving, you know, with, you know, the lower horsepower than instead of having everything all hopped up. I wonder what was how that the truck they made the recording from was configured. I'd like to see what the what's going on, like why the intake plumbing would make such a awful sound when you drop the throttle. We're going to Grand Pastures, so we'll probably end up taking a photo there. I'm going to slow down here if we can avoid it. Like I look forward to more engines having these new sound features, but I don't like them being locked down like they are, unless, you know, if he gets the power curves right and everything, then fine. Or go back to giving us the ability to tune them the way we want. It is a game after all. Yeah, not driving this thing very well. Oh, jeez. Yikes. Anybody behind me? It's gonna be. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, we're gonna look at Sylvester on there. Sylvester the cat. Yeah, it's getting there. Oh, better put it in first gear. independent owner-operators. Try shifting to 1550 or 1600 here. Doesn't sound nearly as bad. Be interesting to see how that works on the highway. Like getting up to speed. Brakes need a little service. A squeak right at the end. Oh geez, shout out to my brother. Oh my god, my oldest brother. He's up working on his shop roof on what would have that been, Saturday I guess, and fell off, broke a rib, shook himself up pretty bad, spent some time at the hospital, knocked himself a little bit senseless, I guess. Well, you'd have to be kind of senseless to fall off a roof. Well, darn it. Yeah. Sounds like you broke the rib in an awkward place, too. So we got the new Peterbilt sound effect pack going here. Oh man. I'm so not used to having the engine revs up to 16 or 15 and I'm downshifting from 1400 RPM there. It's a little different. That range shift sounds pretty good. When you go up to high range, that definite click you hear, that's a pretty neat effect. Like to be hearing no traffic around and listen for the fan. It's not really audible like Serial Blacks. I tried last night before I went to bed, driving around with the reefer on and seeing if I could hear the reefer thing, and it doesn't seem to be working. I'll have to check again, make sure I programmed the right button, but I stalled it. That was bound to happen sooner or later. There's that range click. So I'm just splitting all the gears here. See if I can keep the shifts down out of that big gasp. And then I don't have to breathe the throttle. I can just drop the throttle and shift. Oh yeah, I saw that 850 modding trailer on Freebeard's video yesterday. And man, I want to get that. The 850 modding 12-foot wide logging trailer. Ooh, doggy, that's cool. Yeah, I get it down this low. We're in the taller gears. It doesn't want to run. Take you a long time to get it up to speed without getting the RPM up once you get going a bit. So what's in there? Probably just an alternate way into the yard. I can't see you using this thing for like doing the, you know, backing up B doubles and stuff. He'd be stalling it all the time every time he had to do a pull up or whatever, and if you had a bunch of weight on it. Like I say, it stalls empty at the drop of a hat, let alone with a load on. Boy, pretty washed out here. Yeah, we better park it, do the real job. Oh, forgot to take the photo. But we'll do it before we get parked here. I haven't parked over there too many times. Let's have a look where that is exactly. Right in there. It's the best way to go. Shoot. Well, I guess... How far does that fence go over there? Well, I guess we'll go around this way. Oh, shoot. Not driving. There we go. Oh, I hit the wrong button to get out of there. Let's change this back to... Yeah, we'll leave it there. Yeah, I like the paint job. I think it's pretty cool. Saw this on a truck from the Mid-America Truck Show on a video. The dude Throttle Power, one of his videos. I like his videos. He's into the, he's kind of like me, he's into the stripes. So you can tell because every time he comes across a truck with stripes on it, he takes extra long looking at it. I wish he had went around the back of the cab on this one though. He didn't. But hey, it's okay. He's doing good stuff. Not complaining. Yeah, I really like that 850 modding 12 foot wide logging trailer. I'm gonna be showing that in a video this week for sure. You know, just a truck to haul them with too. What are you doing here? I guess we could just do what he's saying to do. Stop the engine. 222 miles. So this video will be a little the usual length, I guess, because the all the farting around at the ranch at the beginning and not being able to accelerate. But yeah, once again, the FLX 359 from FLX Mods. And I'll fix up that spelling. And what else? I think, oh yeah, the pinstripes. Like I've got to taper the end of each of this pinstripes. They're not tapered yet. They're just drawn on there, and I got some work to do. So, yeah, c'est la vie. But as always, guys, really appreciate you following along. And John, get better soon. And everyone that's, geez, I think that mess of the hurricane is still going on in the southern U.S. So, boy, oh boy, all you know, best wishes to everybody. And once again, take care of your neighbor, man. Catch y'all later, and bye for now.